Welcome back, guys. So, in this lecture, this is lecture number 5. So, in this lecture, we will discuss the transient response specifications. Okay. So, transient response specifications for second order response. So, as we know that the second order system, the transfer function, standard transfer function is zeta omega n square s square plus 2 zeta omega ns plus omega n square. So in this we have, so zeta is equal to damping factor, omega n is natural frequency, and so as finally for the second order system we obtain the steady state output, that is C of t equal to 1 minus e power minus zeta omega n by 1 minus zeta square into sine of omega dt plus theta t. So this is the expression obtained for damping factor is 0 less than in between this, that is for underdamped system. Okay, so for this underdamped system we obtained the response, that is e 1 minus e power minus zeta omega t and 1 minus root over. So the response of underdamped system for unit input. So let us take, this is the my unit step input. The response we obtained like this. Okay. So in this we have the time domain specifications. So time domain specifications means with respect to time in the x-axis we have to find the magnitude, that is the C of t. Okay. So in this contest we have a few things that is called, first one is delay time. So what is this delay time? So delay time means the time required for this response to increase from 0 to 50%. So if time required for the response to reach from 0 to 50%, it is called delay time, that is TD. So that delay time is given by TD equal to 1 plus 0.5 zeta by omega n. Okay. So already know that this is a zeta value, this is a damping factor of the second order system, and omega n is the natural frequency. And after this time delay we have another thing called raise time. So what is this raise time? The raise time is designated as TR. It is the time required taken by the system to 0 to 100%. Okay, so from 0 to 100% it is called rise time for underdamped system, and from 10% to 90% for overdamped system. Okay, so I am writing from 10% to 90%. So let us take this is the 90%. So from 0 to, I'm considering as a TR, rise time. Okay, so see the delay time, I started from 0 to 50%, and the rise time is from 10 to 90%. Okay, and we have another time specification, that is third one is peak time. Okay, the peak, this rise time is given by Tr equal to pi minus theta by omega d. So here the theta means, so the theta, from this expression we have the theta. The theta value is tan inverse root over 1 minus zeta square by zeta. Okay, so this zeta is in radians. Okay, so this pi in radians means 3.14, and theta, if we get theta in degrees, we convert into radians and we get the TR value. So raise time value, and the z is delay time value, and the peak time value, this is t. So peak time means it is the time required to reach the peak of the response, that is first peak of the response. Okay, so this is the first peak of the response. So the time required to reach the first peak of the response is called peak time. So the peak time is generally given by pi by omega d. Okay, so what is omega d? So omega d means damping frequency. Okay, so the omega d value is given by, so this omega d equal to omega n into 1 minus zeta square. Okay, another fourth one we have peak overshoot. Okay, so the fourth one is peak overshoot, and this peak overshoot is designated as like this. So it is the value. So what is the peak overshoot means? This is a peak overshoot. Okay, so the peak overshoot means it is a error difference between the first peak with the reference input. So this is the error for the first peak to reference input. It is called a peak overshoot, and this peak overshoot in mathematically gives the value of MP value. So the response C of t, which is reaching t equal to, so the value of C of t, if we substitute t equal to TP minus this reference input 1, so the reference, so this is error value, that is called a peak overshoot. Okay, so this peak overshoot can be represented in for finding error percentage of peak overshoot, we have a formula e power minus zeta omega n by root over 1 minus zeta square into 100. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have seen 4 time specifications. We have another time specification called fifth time specification, that is settling time. So what is the settling time? So as we know that all the systems are not pretty that is not pretty accurate or ideal systems. So everything is practically unideal systems. So this may not even give the step input. So for example, I already so many times, if you have for example, I want to charge this capacitor. So like this, if input voltage is 10 volts, I want to charge this capacitor. Okay, so at steady state this capacitor gets open, and so it will reach 10 volts, but in practical it won't reach 10 volts. It may reach 9.8 or 9.9 or 9. So basic upon the circuit parameters. So certainly, so we have a 2% tolerance band. So I am designating the 2% tolerance band like this. So 2% tolerance band means the response which reaches the 2%. So this means I have a tolerance band of, this is 2% tolerance band. That means reducing the 2%, this will reach 98%. Okay, the settling time in general defined as the response which is reaching the 2% tolerance band, which the response which is reaching 2% tolerance. So this is a 2% tolerance band is reached. So my time response time and this point it is called settling time. Okay, so time required for the response to reach 2% of the tolerance band. If it reaches 2% of, see, it's reaching at this point 2% of tolerance band, that is why it is called settling time. So the settling time in general is designated by 4 by zeta omega n. Okay, so these are the specifications we have. So the first specification is delay time, the second one is race time, and the third one is peak time, and the fourth one is peak overshoot, and the fifth one is settling time. Okay, these are the time domain specifications, and the next class we solve few problems for the second order function, and we'll move to, so we have the from procedures to know how this TD came, TR, TP, MP, and ES, TS. So we'll solve that later. Thank you guys.